Well, hello, hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a bit late. There's a few technical issues in the background, but better late than never, eh? Well, I hope you're all well. As you probably realised, I was on a break for a while. So I was in Thailand for nearly 3 weeks, which is fabulous. But I am now back and ready to get back to work. So yeah, hope you've all been well since I've been away. As always, please do share us out. Please do get SPTV out there even more. As you know, it's a free channel. We don't charge for anything. We don't want your Facebook stars. We just need you, your good energy, and your comments. So do us a favor and do help us get out even more. As I say, share, like as much as you can, and get your comments coming in as well. So I say there's been a few technical issues in the background, so we're gonna see how it goes this evening. And if we do cut out, you know why. But hopefully, it's all good. It's all right. So I know people are watching on YouTube and Facebook. So wherever it is that you are watching from, do get your comments coming in. Let us know that you are here this evening. And also this evening, as well as me, you have Christine Stewart at 8 p.m. as well. So excuse me. This always happens. I start talking. I think it's Spirit's way of saying, David, shut up and get on with it. But yeah, do join us at 8 p.m. as well for Christine Stewart and her readings as well. So yeah, if you are watching, please do get your comments coming in. Do say hello. And the first one I've got here is from Nicola watching on YouTube. Good evening, Nicola. That my fabulous Debbie in the US over there. Hello, Debbie. Good evening. Well, good morning to you, in fact, or good afternoon. Laura Wood, hello, Laura Woods. Hope you're well, my darling. Thank you for joining, for watching there on Facebook. Who else have we got? Kate Hartshawn. Hello to you, Kate. Also watching there on Facebook. Michelle Harris. Hello to you, Michelle Harris. Also watching on Facebook there. Someone's playing with my throat, as you can probably hear. You can probably hear people. Someone's messing with me. Julie, hello, Julie. Kaylee Watt watching on YouTube. Good evening to you. Lovely, lovely. Hello, Christine Davis. Hello, how are you, my darling? Hope you're well. Let's see. I'll say hello to a few more people and then we'll get on with it because it'll be a slightly shorter show this evening to make way for Christine later. Jenny Margaret Parsons, good evening to you, Jenny. Do a couple more, then I'll get on with it. Laura Grant, good morning from Canada. Is that British Columbia? I'm assuming BC. Thank you for sharing as well, Laura. Thank you watching that on Facebook. Got Penelope saying hello to Nicola. Hello, Penelope. What else? Okay. And Onessa, hello to you as well, watching on Facebook. Right, lovely people. I will get on with it. As I say, it might be a slightly shorter show this evening, but we'll give as many messages as I can, right? So as you guys know, if you watch me regularly, is that it is midweek mediumship, meaning I am going to be doing some mediumship for you this evening. So a lot of the time Spirit just communicate with me and I'll put the information out there. Sometimes I go direct if I feel that Spirit are pulling me in a certain direction. So I do give an open link. So if I do go indirectly, please just listen out to all the information that I'm being given from Spirit. And if you can understand the majority of the information I'm giving, then please do comment as quick as you can. Because we know there are sometimes delays on Facebook streams and what have you. So yeah, if you can understand what I'm saying, then please do put in the comments in the comment section. Linda Wallace, hello, my darling. Good to see you as well. Thank you for joining. So I saw this name pop up a minute ago, but I feel like I need to go there. So I'm going to actually go direct for the first message, actually. So if I could come to Christine Davis, that's where I want to go first. Because I just feel like I'm pulled there. Thank you. So, Christine, if you're still there, my darling, please let me know. And 'cause I feel like I'm just drawn to you. So, Christine, the first link I've got I've got a female stepping forward here. Now, from the point of view of a relationship, it feels a bit more like an auntie rather than a mother or grandmother. That's just my feeling. Now, this lady, as I see her, I feel she would have been, when I look, do I want to say glamorous? I don't know if I want to say glamorous or just what she looks well to do, always presented really nicely. Um, quite, don't say vivacious. Is that the right word I want to use? Full of life, loved life, and I've got a strong smell of perfume with her as well. But also, Christine, I want to give you. Do you use a pendulum? Because I know you do this work as well, but I'm being shown a pendulum that I need to present to you as well. Why do I want to? Oh, this is something separate. I also want to put something around your neck, like a chain or a necklace or something. So I'm seeing the pendulum, and then I've got something else on a chain that I want to put around your neck. So I don't know if that is something of your aunties that you have, or there's just another significance to a chain or a necklace that I need to mention as well. Um, she's quite no, do I say not? Do I want to say bossy? Not necessarily. I don't know if I want to say bossy, but she's very. That's the wrong word, I think. I think I feel more in charge with your auntie. She just feels very much in charge of her life, does what she wants, quite independent as well. So I want to mention that as well. And you do use a pendulum. Okay, so it's either your aunt is a way of just letting me know that she's aware that you do that and she's around you at those particular moments, or whether she's saying use it more. I don't know, but I know there's just the significance. Put my teeth back in. The significance of you using this pendulum. Um, um, the what doesn't okay. I just heard in my head as well, Christine, about not liking the snow. Now, personally, I don't like the snow either. I don't know if she's talking to me about you not liking the snow or whether she didn't like it, but I just heard in my head, doesn't like the snow, doesn't like the snow. Now, I don't know, that's very random, I know, but it's just the spirit's way of giving me the evidence to know that I'm linking in with you. Come on, Auntie, let's have some more from you, shall we? Come on now. Where am I going? What's that? Okay. Necklace, I have one. She got me. Fabulous. Thank you. So it's just Auntie's way of identifying this is her that I'm connecting with and not your mother or your grandmother. This is your aunt coming in. Oh, she hated the snow. Fabulous. So do I. I guess that's why she said it, because I can resonate with it. And you're not keen on the snow either. That's fine. What? Okay, one thing at a time. She can talk quite a lot as well, your auntie. My feeling is. She's giving me quite a lot of things at the same time. Where am I going? Okay. Now, I know we're coming into February tomorrow, but she has placed February in my mind as a month of significance. So it'll be a birthday, passing, anniversary. So she's given it the month of and November. So I've got February, she's put in my mind. November, I need to mention as well, has been important. And then she's taken my mind up to April as well. So I've got 3 months that I need to give you as important: February, April, and November as well. What are you doing? Scrubbing the. Yes, you can talk a lot. I know. Who's been scrubbing the carpet? What? Scrubbing the carpet. I feel like, I don't know if it's yourself, Christine, or someone around. I think it's someone living that's done this recently, where Auntie's been watching this person scrubbing the carpet. It's almost like someone has spilt something on it, and I can almost see someone on their hands and knees scrubbing the carpet, almost like to get a stain out or something. Again, very random, but it's those little random things that will mean the most, right? Because you're experiencing them. But I'm scrubbing this carpet for whatever reason. But I don't feel that's a memory. I feel someone's done that recently, and Auntie's saying, "Yeah, I was there watching it when that happened." So I hope you can understand it. but that's just what she's saying to me. It's very clearly scrubbing the carpet. Birthday February, my mum's. Oh, birthday Feb. Okay, mum's birthday November. Okay, fab. Ooh, someone's got a chest dish up there as well. I don't always get how spirit passed, but I just then just that for that millisecond, I had an impression of I feel someone in spirit rather than someone living having some kind of chest issue to do with the lungs. I don't feel it's heart I'm being told about, because I was made to feel the issue with the lungs, so I coughed because I felt like I've got something with the chest going on here. I was cleaning my bedroom carpet earlier. Okay, fabulous. Well, Auntie was there with you whilst you were cleaning that carpet. She was loving it because it's not her doing it, it's you. So she's got a cheeky sense of humour, your Auntie, I feel. Not in a malicious way or a nasty way, but there's I like her because it seems to be like a cheekiness about her. But now that she has that wink, and do you know what I mean? That kind of character. What do you keep showing? Okay. A pack of cards. All right. I need to give you a pack of cards as well, Christine. These are playing cards that I'm being shown as well. So I've got to give you a pack of cards, and I feel that's going back in memory of playing cards. I know most people, like a lot of people, play cards, right? But it's just what just dropped in my mind to mention to you. Say it to me. Now, I don't think if there's the name of, it's Jane. It's something. It's a female name like that, which I feel is something like Joan or Jane that I need to reference as well. And I don't know who it is that she's talking about, because I've got like the J and an N in the name, so it's something like Joan, Jane, could even be Jan, Jeanette, something like that. But it's that kind of name I need to bring through as well. Jam tarts. Jam tarts. That's really play cards with my uncle, her brother. Okay. Now, why I've got to do jam tarts, I don't know. So I don't see her as being a baker or making those kind of things. I could be completely wrong, but it's just not how I perceive her and her character. But I've been shown jam tarts. My feeling is someone did bake them from afresh, but I don't necessarily feel like it's her that did it. It's just the jam tarts that I'm being shown, so I've got to reference them as well. Right, a couple more things, so I'll wrap it up there. February's really important because I keep being shown. Oh, she did make the jam tarts. Well, I stand corrected. If she'd made them, fabulous. She just showed me the jam tarts, so that's fine. So my slight error there, but you can still take it, so that's all right. Give me that. It's a bit generic, love, but I'll give it. All right. I don't tend to like to give a load of flowers. It happens, but because flowers can be a little bit generic. But she has shown me roses, so I've got to give her roses. It's not a name that I'm giving; it is the flower that I need to give. So that would be significant in some kind of way. Like some people, they plant rose bushes in the garden or something like that in memoriam to someone that's passed over. So I don't know if that. Oh, look, I've just seen roses on your picture. I wasn't even looking at that. But I don't think it's that. It's something else. Roses are important. Okay. Anything else, my love? Okay. All right, I'll tell her. So, Christine, I feel your auntie, I will say. First up, actually, before I move on to the message, just very quickly, I know she's got a couple more women with her. Now, I feel like you've got quite a few people in the spirit world, but there's two females in particular which she feels very connected to, who are also in the spirit world with her. She's not explicitly telling me who they are. My feeling is it's going to be Mum and Nan or someone like that, but that's just my feeling. I'm not being told explicitly. I'm here with this person, that person. But it seems to be two females in particular that she was very close to, that she's got in the spirit world with her. She loved pink roses. Fabulous. So, Christine, I want to finish up by saying to you, your aunt is saying keep I want to say fighting the good fight. I don't know what she means by that, fighting the good fight, because you can take that anywhere you like. Keep fighting the good fight. and keep what's that saying? Don't put off today what can be done tomorrow. I think there's a saying that she's trying to put in my head. Don't put off today what could be done tomorrow. So in other words, don't get things done. If there's certain things you've been putting off, thinking, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. I feel like with her, she's saying, no, just get it done, get it finished with, get it sorted, no matter what it is. Because we all say I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow turns into next week or next month. So keep fighting the good fight, keep doing what needs to be done, and don't be putting things off. Just get things sorted, get things done. All right. Or your mum and your gran, that's fine. But Christine, I hope all that makes sense to you. Thank you very much for taking the information there and taking the evidence and the link. So Christine, thank you, and I'll leave that there with you for the moment. Marvelous. Okay. And if you're still watching, people, do keep saying hello. I don't see every single comment, just so you know. But do keep commenting, do keep saying hello, do keep sharing, do keep liking. Jennifer, thank you. Don't put off until tomorrow what you could do today. Thank you. Yeah, that's more like it, because I wasn't quite sure what I was saying. But that's don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Thank you. So long as you understand that, Christine, that's fabulous. Kim Byrne, it's not affecting my throat. Kim Byrne, hello to you. Donna, your first time here. Well, welcome, Donna, watching there on Facebook. I had something in my head a minute ago and it's gone. Robert, hello, Robert, watching on Facebook there. Carl Murphy, hello to you as well. Oh, where was it? I had something drop in my head and it's left. That's good, isn't it? Lorraine Chambers, hello to you as well. Right, okay. I don't know where I'm going with this one, people. So listen up, because I had this man earlier. He gave me something else to say, but it's left, but it's bringing something else in. Tracy Paul, hello to you. Amanda Lee, hello. Right, this next one is an open link. Now I've got a man stepping forward who feels like he's gonna be dad, right? Hello, Debbie Romero. Hello to you. Indeed, come back spirit. Absolutely. I think it's the same man I've got. But earlier on, before I came on, it gave me something really interesting to say, and I've completely forgotten it. So I know it wasn't my mind making up. It was he gave me something, and I've completely lost it. Anyhow, so I've got a man stepping forward. My feeling is he looks like dad. However, he doesn't feel to be so old when he passed. I maybe want to be in my, I don't know, late 40s, 50s kind of ballpark is how I perceive him in my mind, right? Now, this man was a joker, an absolute joker. He would do impressions, and currently what he's doing to me, he's doing an impression of Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man. So he's doing an impression of Popeye, so that would be quite significant. But it wasn't just that impression that he would do. I feel like he would pull faces, screw his face up. My granddad used to do, just take his teeth out and screw his, and it's called gurning, right? So you screw his face up. So this man's doing all different types of impressions, and I thought that was just him in life. It would make you laugh. I don't feel that he would have and it's really spoken about his problems. He always seems he held that stuff back. And actually, I'm going to go to Carl Murphy because his name popped up a minute ago. I wasn't sure where I was going, but it kind of stood out to me. Carl, I'm going to actually work with Carl if that's all right. I'm going straight there. So Carl Murphy, my dad passed when he was 43 and he was a joker, always funny. Okay, so Carl, bear with me. So if you're happy to work with me, fabulous, stay where you are. and just comment as quick as you can as I'm giving the information, just so I know I'm with the right person here, because I could always be off, but hopefully you're going to understand what I'm saying. And would you understand, Carl, that if this is your dad, very much, how do I put that? Do I say a man? I want to say a man's man, but only in the sense that this might sound really stereotypical, right? But the kind of man who wouldn't necessarily have, I don't want to come across as being vulnerable. So if I were having issues, or if I felt unwell or what have you, I don't. It's not telling me how he passed, by the way. I'm not being given that condition, but I just feel like he would have. My focus tends to be on making people laugh and being funny, making other people happy, and not necessarily speaking about anything he was going through, if that makes any sense. You know, some men are just like that. They put on, not say put on a front, but they don't make it. They don't get to be seen as being vulnerable, and they could be seen as vulnerable if they talk about how they're feeling or things they're going through in the background. It doesn't feel that way to me. So if that makes sense for that kind of character of your dad, do let me know, so I know that I'm on the right track or not, right? But it just feels to me like he just got on with things, didn't complain, and yeah, again, just brought that sense of humor forward, making people laugh. Yes, that makes sense. He kept everything to himself. Fabulous, thank you. Oh, October. October. Okay. So, Carl, I need to give you the month of October. Give me that very, very quickly. So, when I give those months of the year, they normally represent a birthday, passing, anniversary, or something significant in the month of October. That just came in very quickly. So, if you can understand that, fabulous. If you're not sure, that's fine as well. But October has just been mentioned to me as well. Um, Ad, mm, Adam. Okay. I just need to give the name of Adam. That's just dropped in my head. I don't know who that is, but it's just called out Adam. I don't get too caught up on names because we don't suddenly remember at this particular moment in time every person's ever lived in a family. But Adam's just dropped in my head. I don't know if Adam is living or past, but that's just the name I need to give you. And was always having a laugh and making everyone laugh. Absolutely. And that's how it comes across to me. Your brother's birthday is October. Okay. So I feel that could be Dad's way, because you're here and I'm connecting with you. That could be Dad's way of just bringing your brother into the conversation, as not to leave anybody out, right? He also feels, now I've said that as well, is he feels very family orientated, your dad, right? If it does feel the kind of family man, enjoyed being around people, loved his family very much. I need to say that as well, because that's just also part of his character. Not too sure on Adam. That's all right. I'm not. I don't get caught up on it. If it's a no, it's a no. But that name may make sense somewhere else. Um, 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 um. I don't know why he's talking about peace, peace. Now, he is at peace, but I don't know why he's saying it to me, because I know that he's at peace. And I don't, maybe it's something you need to hear, Carl, that he is at peace. Now, I know doing this work, any medium knows doing this work, any good medium knows that in the spirit world they are at peace. No matter really what they went through down here, where they are, they are. I always say they're in a better place, right? It's just cliche, but that's just how I put it across. So he is at peace, and what is he trying to say? What is what he's trying to show me? What are you taking me? Right. Not yes, me and my brother was talking about my dad the other night, and yes, it was definitely a family man. Always kept the family together. Fab. And it's not left you. Oh, I asked him that question the other night. Oh, well, there you go. There's your answer. He is at peace. I've answered it for you. He's at peace. Um, what? Okay, right. Bear with me. I feel it's taking me somewhere. I'm outside, and it's taking me. There's a bend and a corner. Would you understand, Carl, the reference to? Because I feel it's trying to give me an address or something, but I feel like I'm on a road. I'm going around a bend, like into a close or something, or an avenue. I don't know. And the houses there, and I feel like it's trying to take me to an address or something. I don't know if that's somewhere you live or where he lived, but was is there a reference to someone's house being on a corner rather than on a straight road? Is there a house on a corner? Because I feel that's what it's trying to do. Is show me potentially where either he lived or you live. Because I'm on this bend, and I almost feel like I'm going into like a little close or something. I don't feel like I'm on a main road. Or if I am, I'm coming off a main road round a corner. I don't know if I'm in a cul-de-sac or something. Because on the corner, you lived in the girl, get out of it. You lived in the corner house. Okay. Because on this corner, I'm seeing the road sign, but my mind is not perceiving the letters on the road sign. So that's kind of where it's taken me. So if that's how it's getting my mind to mention a corner house, then that's to just bring the evidence in for you, so you know that this is him, right? That's fine. What's this? The the mouse. I've got to mention a mouse, Carl. I don't know why I need to mention it, but show me a mouse. So I don't know if you've had had mice in your house, or whether this is a memory of having or finding a mouse in the house. But just show me a little mouse. I've got a reference as well. Okay, I don't dwell on it. I just mention it and move on to the next thing. Okay. Now, Carl, I can be careful how I say this. Right. So first thing I'll say, I know I can see from your little picture there, Carl. I don't know if that's you in the picture actually, but I'm seeing a fully grown man and a child in the pit in your thumb. What's it called? Your little picture. But I've got to call. I've got to call you daddy. So I'm assuming that's what I'm saying. I've got to be careful how I say it. So I'm assuming that you are a father, and dad here is referencing the father that you are. Now, because he passed quite young, I don't know if he got to meet his grandchildren before he passed, but this just seems to be the importance of acknowledging the grandkids that are here and you being a father. That's how I'm interpreting it. So if you can understand that, let me know. Just so I know again that's right, I'm on the right track there. Okay, anything else that Dad wants to say? Ultimately, Carl, I've got to say that my feeling is, because you asked Dad that question the other night, that is coming today to go, yeah, I did hear you, just so you get that question answered, right? My feeling that's why he's in, because he's very laid back about it, and he just says, just tell them all that I'm all right. So again, get out of it. Yes, we had a mouse problem in that corner house next to cul-de-sac. Well, I must be psychic. So there you go. So again, that's the evidence there that this is Dad acknowledging that. So you know that this is him communicating here. But yeah, Dad is fine, Carl. Is absolutely fine. I know it's easy for me to say, but that's just the message I'm getting from your dad. Your dad doesn't want anybody living, yourself, brother, rest of the family, to worry about him. Because Dad, for me, feels very much he was about living life, loving his family, supporting the family, making people laugh. And, because that's his character and personality, he's going to continue laughing in the spirit world, right? Don't think he's like suddenly gone over there and become an angel. His that's his character's personality goes with him, right? So because where he is, he's still having a laugh and keeping an eye on what's going on down here. Why would he not want that for everybody else that's left behind? So honestly, no, Dad's at peace. He's all right, and he just wants people here to continue laughing, right? Because that's what he's going to do as well. So Carl, thank you very, very much for taking that message. I'm glad you got it because hopefully it has answered the question that you asked of him. So thank you very much, Carl, and I shall leave that there with you. Thank you very much. How long you got, Richard? All right, I can do a couple more because I've not got anything else after this. I know, Billy, no, mates. No, I'm all surrounded by someone, as you probably know. Minty May. Hello, Minty May. Hope you're well, my friend. Thank you for joining. Right, okay. Let's break that link and let's see what else we've got. That was it. It's coming back in my head again. Okay. Tara Bradshaw, I'll say a few more hellos while you're commenting, everybody. So Tara Bradshaw, hello, watching on Facebook. Debbie Ann, hello to you. Love all your work. Listen to all your Spotify episodes. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that. Okay, who is saying this to me? Okay. Right, my feeling is, Sharon Brown, hello to you. Now, my feeling is I've got a female coming in, but I'm hearing her before I'm seeing her, so I'm trying to work out who it is. All I've got in my head, and I kept hearing it before I came on, I kept getting hi ho, it's off to work we go in my head, out of nowhere. So I know that's the reference to Snow White, right? But it's come back into my mind again. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Now my feeling is this is coming from a female in spirit, but this female does feel like she goes back a little bit. So my perception of that is this is like a grandmother type figure that I've got coming in, and the reference to Snow White would probably be the reference to you watching that film with your grandmother. So she's bringing in that memory. So you're a little girl. Obviously, she would have been younger at the time as well. But a reference to Snow White potentially being like a favorite film of yours as a youngster, or your favorite Disney film or whatever. It could also just be that song was sung in the house. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Is that that one song that we kind of remember from these things? So that's being played in my mind. Anna. Okay. Robert says I've been singing that in work. See, I know it's quite a common song. When I was on holiday, we were climbing up a waterfall, and I was singing that as well. That popped in the air, but no, this is the spirit link. So, come on, woman. So it is an older lady. I've had Anna just been said to me as well. I don't know if this is her name or she's referencing the name of Anna as someone living, but that name just popped into my head. Okay, now this lady, now she's showing herself as a younger version, so now she's confused me a little bit. Oh, Debbie Ann, so interesting. That's the last person I said hello to. Let me see, Debbie Ann, what else I get. This lady was she's not a shy woman. She's not backwards and coming forwards. I'm not saying she's in your face either. She's not like necessarily a super direct person, but there's a bubbliness to her, quite a character, I want to say, with her as well. And I can almost see her. She looks quite old school in the way that she's dressed. I don't feel so modern with her. So, for example, she's not wearing like sequins or a pair of jeans, right? She's dressed in kind of more of an old school way, when the older generation, they had skirts below the knee, and they were buttoned up to the neck and that kind of thing. So it's that kind of old schoolness about her that I'm feeling. But I do feel quite full of life with her. I feel quite a character. I almost feel like um, that she wants to dance to that song. Like it's almost like in Snow White, where she lifted up the skirt, and elegantly kicked her legs out while that song was. It's that kind of thing that I'm seeing this woman doing. Said exactly what she thought was lovely. Right. I'm going to work with Debbie Ann, right? So Debbie Ann, I'm zooming into you, right? So bear with me while I try and build up some more evidence here. So you can take it as being your nana. Oh, will she understand that if I say that? Just say it. Oh, well, all right, love. So Debbie Ann, she's told me that if I mention to you custard tarts, then you would understand what I'm talking about. So I don't know if it's you. My feeling is that she would have liked the custard tarts. So hopefully you understand. You understand that. But she's telling me that if I said to you custard tarts, you would understand what I'm talking about. Love Snow White on repeat. Okay, so I do feel what I've got here is correct, Debbie Ann. So I'm going to give you some more information, obviously. So bear with me as I keep working with this lady. Oh, were you? Okay. So Debbie Ann, although she said I always had a packet in the fridge, fabulous. So she was right that you would understand it if I said it. All right. Now, although she said what she thought, it was never in a malicious way. It was just there was no point in beating around the bush with her, right? If you've got something to say, just say it. At the same time, I feel your nana was she feels quite a private lady to me, in the sense that she wouldn't necessarily tell a lot of her own business. So if she had conversations with, not necessarily with friends, but just people in general, she wouldn't have given, I don't feel, a lot of herself away. And that's why I feel quite private. Sometimes we do need to keep some of our own stuff behind and not tell everyone our business. And she feels a little bit like that. I feel quite sociable with her. But I just feel there's a sense that she didn't tell everybody everything about her. So it's just that little private part about her that she kept to herself. That's just my feeling, if that makes sense to you. Now I'm hearing that nursery rhyme, oranges and lemons. And my feeling is you would have heard that as a child as well. There might be it might seems to be quite a common nursery rhyme, but I've not heard that nursery rhyme for many years. But I'm hearing oranges and lemons, so the bells of St. Clement's. That's the song, isn't it? The nursery rhyme. So I need to give that across as well, because she's just placed that in my mind. So I feel that links you and her together as well. Yes, we listen to them and not about her problems. Yeah, it's just, she doesn't put them on other people. Or she doesn't tell a lot of herself. Doesn't tell people a lot about herself. Is my feeling. Anyhow, Grace. Now, is that a name that I need to give? Great. Okay, not a very common name, but I'll give it anyway. So Debbie, I've just heard Grace being put into my mind. So my only interpretation of that could be that the name of Grace is important somewhere, because I'm not getting any other context around it. Yes, I went round in circles singing that. Okay, so it's just again Nana bringing through those memories. just it jogs your memory, right? Just so you remember those times when she was still here. Um, um, the July, okay, okay. July is also important as well, Debbie. Again, I don't always get the context as to why I'm given a certain month, but in my experience, I've said in the previous readings, it's a birthday, passing, or anniversary in the month of July. But she's telling me that July is important, so I'm bringing through July as well. And what? Tulips. Okay. All right. I've got to give you. Earlier on, I don't like to give flowers, but she's giving me flowers, so I've got to pass that on. So I'm being shown tulips that I need to give as well, Debbie. So they could be important in the sense that tulips were her favourite flower, or tulips were put on the casket and when she was laid to rest. But tulips have just been put into my mind for me, Nana. So I'm mentioning that as well. Anything else, Nana, that you want to live and oh, she liked the tulips. Fabulous. I'm just going to bring in a message here as well, Debbie. Now this must have been it saying that Nana had, and she's saying this to you. She's saying, live and let live. Live and let live. I've asked her, what do you mean? And she went, well, she'll know what I mean. So, people can have their own interpretation of what you can take from that live and let live. But my feeling without over interpreting it, because at the end of the day, the message is for you, it's not for me, is live your life the way you want to live it. Let other people get on with their lives, living it as how they want to. It's their decision, their choice, whatever. But you get on and you live your life how you want to live your life, without interference from other people. Because it's not. Because sometimes when we say live and let live, it's because someone's been judged of how they've lived or what have you. But that's not the kind of connotation I want to say with it. It's just about live your life, pay no attention to other people, let them live it as they want to live it, and you move on and you live the life that you want to live for you, right? And she's quite strong with that. Live your life, make sure however you're living your life that you're happy as you're doing it, right? Got to live a life that's happy for you. So Debbie, I feel that's where I want to finish it up there. So I'm happy to leave Nana's love with you. Thank you very much for taking that message there. Thanks, Debbie. Right. Yes, defo without other people's opinions. Absolutely. Life's too short. Life is very short, so you've got to live your life on your terms, not anyone else's. Got nothing to do with them. Anyhow, before I get into a rant on my spiritual soapbox. Oh no, I've got to get myself in trouble. That's for another show. What was I going to say? I keep hearing that. I keep hearing now. Hi, it's off to work we go. Right, I need that to leave my brain while I move on. Which is Laura Sykes saying something there? Yeah. So Laura, my boyfriend doesn't believe in all this. I'd love you to prove him wrong. I do hope we can connect. Well, the first thing I'll say, Laura, look, some people are never going to be convinced with what we do, and I'm all right with that, because I can understand, because I am also myself slightly skeptical of certain people out there and things they do, right? So I get it, because to a logical person, what we do is not logical. So I get it, right? But I think what we have to do as mediums is stay true to ourselves and stand in our power and respectfully say that it's not up to us to prove anybody wrong. It's not up to us to convert. This is how I work anyway. I'm not here to convince or convert anybody because what they believe is what they believe. They want to believe in nothing. Like some of my family members, they believe when you're dead and you're gone, right? That's fine, but I don't have a conversation with them about it and say, "You want to think about this?" No, that's not my job, right? Because there are some people you can give all the evidence in the world and they'll still go, "Yeah, we've made that up." You think, no, I've done like 2,000 readings. I've not made 2,000 readings up. Do you know what I mean? So there are some people that you just can't say convince, but then that's not why and no medium should. If you ever hear a medium say to you, "Well, I'm going to prove them wrong," then run the other way because that's not our job. Because actually, this work isn't about us. It's about the spirit world, and it's about being the voice for spirit and just giving their messages across. It's not about me. Um, so yeah, so I could say whatever I wanted, but be really evidential. But whether he believes it or not is completely up to him. But that's not my business. Do you know what I mean? And I said it respectfully because actually I don't really care if people believe in what I do or not. That's just being really honest. Because I've lived this life for a very long time, experienced spirit on an almost daily basis. So I know it's real, but I don't need to prove that to anybody apart from those people that come to see me for a reading, if that makes sense. So I say it respectfully, but it's just to, I guess, answer that question because a lot of people have the same thing that their other halves, their parents or kids or whatever, don't believe it either. But so I thought I'd just answer that. But Laura Sykes, would you understand actually? I've just had an older man, which looks like a granddad to me, but an older gentleman who I want to go to the heart with this. I don't know if it's a heart attack or heart disease or something to do with the heart that they are now in spirit, but it feels like an older man, meaning someone generationally above you. It's whether that's a dad, grandfather, someone like that. It feels more grandfatherly to me. Lord, would you understand that? And if you don't, then please say no, because I could be with someone else. It's just as I'm talking to you and answering that question, this man just jumped into my head. So I felt like I needed to say it. But I do feel, even if the heart issue didn't take him to spirit, it's just a heart condition that has been put on me all of a sudden. And then I also, oh, you got your chair, have you? You're in your chair. Okay. You're in your chair. Okay. I don't know what you would understand. And look, I know that a lot of older people back in the day had their sofa, had their armchair, what have you. But as I'm seeing him, he is in his chair, and I felt that that is his kind of go-to go-to position. So I've got a man here in an armchair. He feels quite laid back, watching the TV, and that's his stationary position. I feel like with this man, I've also got to mention the month of September as also being important because September's just been put in my head as well. So that's going to be important somewhere. The daffodil. Why am I getting flowers this evening? I don't tend to really like to give them. But I've got to give daffodils as well to you, Laura. So I don't know if you're like, yeah, I can't see them being related to this man, but I've got to mention the daffodil. So if that's not him, that's going to either be related to you, or it could also be related to his spouse. But I know daffodils are important as well. Um, and both my dad and granddad had a special chair. Okay, all right. My feeling is I've only got one man here that I can see. Now, this looks like an older man, right? So my mind is perceiving it to be a grandfather, but I'll just give a few more bits of information and see what we can take here. Um, one of okay, who had the cough? The cough. The one they're trying. What this man is doing is trying to establish who this person is. So if there are similarities between your dad and your granddad, whoever it is, they're just trying to give me something else to say, no, this is me, either dad or granddad. So I've only got one person communicating with me. They're trying to establish that. Oh, what? Okay, so yeah, the one that had the cough said the cough, the cough. So they're trying to identify themselves here by giving me bits and pieces to say, no, this is me. So we also picked daffodils as a child. That's fabulous. Okay, and one of them had the cough. So I want to cough. Oh dear, I want to cough. It's making me cough as well now. I want to cough. I want to cough. Okay, so the one that had the cough is the one that's talking to me at this particular time. And I've got a tin of sardines or a tin of pilchards. Yeah, I can't make my mind up which one it is, but it's tin of sardines or a tin of pilchards that I'm being shown as well, Laura. So obviously just need to reference that. um, there's a your dad had there's a it sounds like Jenny. The name of Jenny has just been given to me. So Jenny has just dropped in. So with Jenny, Jennifer, that name's dropped in. So I don't know where that goes, but that's popped in my head. But Laura, there's also, because I keep hearing my own name being put in my head, but I'm hearing Dave rather than David. So there's reference to a Dave as well, but I also need to bring in. So I've got two names there I need to give you. But I'm not getting much else from this man. Okay. There's not a life-changing message here. But what are you saying? Lord, if you're having back issues, but I feel like this man's come in to put healing around your back, because I get the color green coming in, right? That's my healing color because I work as a healer as well. So now when I see that color, that's spirit giving me like physical healing, especially. But I want to put it to the back of you. So I want to put it around your back and just know that I feel if this is dad, no, you are getting healing from your dad, all right? Especially to your back. He doesn't, well, obviously he wouldn't want to see you in pain. I'm unsure on the sardines. That's fine. And Jenny, that's right as well. My son's cat is Dave. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that because for that name, out of all the names in the world I can give you, that name has been put into my mind. Okay, so I'm accepting that Dave is the name of the cat. You've got back problems. That's fine. So now you're getting that healing from your dad to the back. And yeah, there's not much. It's just more, I guess, the fact that as I was answering your question, he just linked onto it and goes, right, this is now my opportunity, as he's talking to her now anyway, just to come in, just say hello quickly, give a little bit of evidence, and I'll pop off again, right? So then that's my feeling. That's why that's happening, because I'm not picking up this major. I'm not going to make up a message for you, because I'm really not picking it up. I'm just going to leave you with the healing that has come to give you, and I guess just that he is still there, right? Whether your other half believes it or not, we don't just when we die, we don't just simply you can't break that cord. Is your father, right? We don't break those bonds with our people in the spirit world. So it's just come back to say, no, the bond's not broken. I'm still around, and you. And what's that again to me? And you stay true to who you are, Laura. Stay true to your beliefs. Stand. Bit of a saying, but stand in your power. Stand in your truth, and you believe what you believe, right? And don't be swayed by anybody, which I know you wouldn't. But it's just saying, don't be swayed by anybody's other thoughts about it. You be true to who you are, and you believe what you believe, and that's it. But Laura, that is it. I thank you very much for taking that link there. Thank you very much for working with me, and I hope it helps. And I shall leave that with you there, Laura. All right. But ladies and gents, I've come to the. Oh, go on. Sorry, Richard. Hello, Claire Pasterfield. Thank you very much for watching. Another fellow psychic medium there. Thank you very much, Claire. But that's it, ladies. Oh, hang on. Let me just answer that question. That's in Bex Vickers. Why don't they give their own names? It's a question I've always wanted to ask. And oh no, no offense taken. It's very much that when you are working mediumistically, we're just paying attention to the subtleties of the communication, right? So, I mean, if you could see what goes on in my head when I'm reading, that'd be so much easier to explain these things. But there's a couple of reasons for it. From my working with spirit, it's to remember how they work with me is how I work with most mediums actually, is that spirit will give the information that they feel is important to identify them. Now, although a name may be an identifying factor, we've all got one. So a name isn't necessarily unique, right? So, but what is unique are the memories that you have of that person, those random things like the jam tarts or the custard tarts or whatever. Those are random things that you have to think, why would I make that up? I wouldn't, because I don't eat custard tarts or jam tarts, right? So it's not necessarily common for me, but they'll reference those things because they are specific, because they are random, and it's those things that make you go, that's who that person is, rather than just give a name. Because what you could look at it as, if we're doing a reading and I might say, I've got a man here and his name is this, and you go, oh yeah, that is him, for example, then is that the end of the reading? Do you need any? Because you could say, well, I've got a name there, and I don't need any more evidence. Do you know what I mean? So you could end up the reading there after 2 seconds. And I know that there are some people, and I've experienced myself, that do want a name, but if that's not how the medium works, then it's not going to happen. So I know some really fabulous, well-established mediums and working for 25 years, they never get names. And so they don't give them, obviously, if they don't get them. Because that's not how they work, right? When I first started developing, I never got a single name, ever. And I think it's because names are so common, and we might pick up that someone wants a name, what can happen is that our logical brain kicks into gear, and it shouldn't, because our logical mind, when we're reading, that's why you see me lose my words, because my logical brain is, I lose my words when I'm not doing this, let alone when I am doing it. But I lose my words because my logical brain is not engaged. Whereas if it was engaged, my full vocabulary is probably going to be in the top of my mind, right? But when we're reading, a part of our consciousness does shut down. So I guess some of our mental faculties are not necessarily 100%. So what I'm trying to get at is, if I'm doing a reading for someone and someone says, can you give me a name? What can happen is again, as the logical brain kicks into gear, the spirit side shuts down, and then my logical brain will pull in the names rather than allowing the names to come in organically, if that makes sense. So it's really important that when we are reading for people, is that we just surrender to spirit, and whatever spirit want to give us, then we give it out. So there are some readings I do, I don't get a single name. There are some readings I do, I might get 5 or 6 names, and people can take, the full 6 names. It really just depends on the spirit, because that's why I said at the beginning that it's not about us, this work. It's about what spirit want to give. So if they feel that a name is important, and our spirit brain will be able to latch onto that and give it, then we'll give it. But if spirit don't feel that giving a name is going to be the be all and end all, but they can give us other information instead, then that's how they're going to work it. Because ultimately, spirit want you to know that that is them, and they'll do that by giving their personality, their character. And the last thing I'll say is that if names in the family are common, but spirit don't give anything else to back up who they are, then you're still left wondering, who is that person? Because that a name can also be a middle name or a surname. If I give an example of my family on my paternal side, my my granddad was Peter William. My middle name's Peter. His dad was William Charles. His dad was William Charles. His dad was Charles. So if I was to be given the name of William, but no other information, I'm still going to be left wondering, well, which one is it then? Do you know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. Because I think it's a valid question. Other people have asked me that as well. So no, it's a good question to ask, Bex. Thank you very much. Because I hope that has answered a question that I think most people have wanted to ask as well. So thank you very much. But with that, I'm going to wrap that up for you this evening, ladies and gents. So as always, thank you very much for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thank you for sharing and liking. Please do continue that with our next guest as well, our next host, which will be Christine Stewart at 8 p.m., who will continue doing readings this evening. So I appreciate you all for joining me this evening, and I shall be back in 2 weeks' time at the same time, 6 p.m., for another edition of Midweek Mediumship. But until then, look after yourselves, and I will speak to you all soon.